Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Today we're starting paused because we've got some aircraft to change. The UI is also up. So yes, it's going to be a productive intro today. There goes the plane just up there. We can't see it anymore, but that was the plane we were riding if you stayed along for that at the end of the previous episode. It shouldn't take us too long to get these changed over, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. We're also keeping an eye on the bank balance. 960 million in the bank, very close to that 1 billion goal. And we're also nearly into 1962, where I believe we might get a new coach. I almost hit play, that would have been pointless. We've got what? How many aircraft we got here? It looks like 6. I think that's all of them as well. So yes, not going to take long. And these new ones, they don't take long to get there at all, do they? So it's going to be a little better on the old line rate, I would imagine. We're currently doing 103. We'll have to see what that goes up to. I do like these. They almost look like they should have jet engines on them. Thank you in the comments, by the way. At least one person in the comments had a, what should we say, went down a wiki rabbit hole. Would that be accurate? He looked into all the different engine types and why our plane might be lower than these ones, travelling lower. So go check the comments out if you're interested in why that might be. One theory is they're designed for long haul, these ones, I think. Was that it? I should have had your comment up. But anyway, yes, it's either long haul or short haul, and the ones that travel further tend to fly higher, less fuel required. Which also means the propellers are less useful, although unknown if that affects jet engines. Maybe? Anyhow, let's get these changed over, shall we? Because I know nothing about aeroplanes. Well, I know they fly. Ah, no. Do we keep those two? That's me thinking about propellers. Managed vehicle. Let's hope so anyway. I don't think it matters because we're already here anyway. So we should collect them, shouldn't we? Regardless. Did you keep them? Oh, we kept them anyway. 27 these now carry. 27. That is a lot of goods compared to our other ones. I can't remember what the other ones were. Let's have a look. You're coming in now. 18. So 9 more. Goodness me. Yeah, per aircraft, and they're quite a bit nippier, aren't they? They're coming in nice and frequent. That's lovely. There we go. There goes our new one. I don't know where the rest are. I'm looking forward to seeing what this does for the line rates. Already gone up to 111. I'm not sure what sort of target we want. We're only delivering 52% of the plastic that they're asking for. So I don't think we're going to hit that. But if we can improve on that, that would be great, wouldn't it? Since we are doing it with just aircraft, which I wouldn't advise, but I would advise at least having one freight line going for, or one cargo line going for aircraft. Due to the amount of money they make, it's ridiculous. It's a bit of a cheat mode, really, once you can afford to get it up and running. Right, next plane. Let's see if I can get 0. There we go. I'm not bad at that. How many we got left after this? Only 2 more. Perfect. Right, get you on. It may take them a while to settle down. Where's our next aircraft? Yeah, just coming into land. This is beautiful. And there goes our other one. The wing just underneath us there. You only just miss that, don't you? Although I do see things like that happen in airports. It's not like the wing's going to change height. Or you would hope not anyway. It might not want to take off if that is the case. There we go. In comes aircraft number 2. Well, Oh, come on. Really? A Hercules? We're just changing them. And a 737. As well as a new passenger wagon that does 87 miles an hour. Isn't that close to what our new electric loco does? That has changed my plans for today. Because I was planning on heading to Mablethorpe and Sutton with our commuter line. But instead, I think we get a dedicated electrified high-speed line running along the side of the map up to Prince's Risborough from I can't remember the name of it. I was going to say Harlequin, but that's not it. Harley? No. What are you called? I'm going to pause it so we don't miss that plane. What are you called? Henley. Close. Not really. Well, kinda. We've got a problem though, haven't we? Well, not a problem. It's a good problem. Are we going to be changing over to the new ones? Oh dear, I don't know now. Cargo. Because both of these are cargo aircraft. This balancing's a bit out, isn't it? Oh dear. What does this do? We've got to keep these. I guess we're just going to work our way down, right? Oh, that doesn't look as good anyway, so we can skip that one. It's faster. By quite a bit, but the thrust is nowhere near this one, and it doesn't carry as much either. That one, I don't understand this one either. What's the point of that one? Surely this one's way better. We might not be running this, I guess, which is a shame. Nice Hercules running the line. That's a jet though, isn't it? Isn't that a jet engine? Our first jet engine? We might try this. We might. Given its top speed, but I think the thrust is going to struggle for getting up to that speed. We'll see. I like the ones we've got now that we've recently unlocked as well. Right, get that. No, you need pause first. Yeah, I like the idea of running these ones we've just unlocked, or, well, not just unlocked, but recently unlocked. The Canadair. Yeah, they seem impressive. It might be a case where the other ones are just not worth it. Now, what was the other one? Let's get this. Managed vehicle. What was the other one? Yes, the Boeing 737. The thing about that is the max potential speed is going to pay out quite a bit more than that, but if it's not carrying as much, I think I would like to get our delivery amounts up. I'll toy with it. I'll let you know how it does. Maybe I can record some footage. I don't know yet. It might not be worth it. But yes, I'll have a look. I'll test it out. What are we doing now? We've almost got every aircraft changed over, haven't we? We're up to 128. That's our best line rate so far, isn't it? Look at this. It's amazing. 58% we're up to now. 61, 63 as more deliveries go in. This will take a little while to update, as we're going to have to wait on the deliveries first. Where's our final plane? Have you gone on a tour of Worthing, or Worthing area? This is a long intro, but it's not really an intro, is it? No, we're doing stuff. We are actually working on our aircraft here. Where are you? I could look. Anyway, while we wait for him to appear through the hills or around the hill, whatever's going to happen. Save games. They are now in the description below this video, and the previous one, and the first one, in case anybody's new to the series. So you can grab those off the Steam Workshop. We have the original save game, so the exact save I started with when we started this series. Nothing on it. You can start yourself. You could probably catch up as well, because it takes me a while to do this, given the amount of editing I do and preparing the video. So that takes hours and hours away from gameplay itself. Also, the current save. Not this. I don't know whether I'll get this up in time. I'll probably do it weekly, so it's not always updating for you on the workshop. Every time I update it, it'll trigger an update if you're subscribed to the save game. So I'll probably leave that weekly or bi-weekly, something like that. When there's a lot done. We'll see. Depends. Drop a comment on the actual workshop item if you want it updated more frequently. Where is this other aircraft? I'm going to have a look at the line. Surely you're around somewhere. Where are you? Are you just heading over? Is that Twickenham? Ah, right. We should see him coming over the hill. He could have had to wait for all of our speedy new Canadair. No one's corrected me on the pronunciation. Is it correct? I will assume it is. Since no one has said grand, that is not how you pronounce that. There we go. Is that our last one? I think it is, right? 977... No, come on. 977 million in the bank. Oh, that's cool. That's the other one. The newer ones. I think you've... No, that's another new one. They're all doing fly-arounds. I'm hoping the one we want to change is the one that's claimed the runway. There's a bit of a dance going on. We might even have to get rid of one, although it's... what are you? You just cut through the trees. You've got to be the new one. We've got to put that back down, because I put it back up, and I made a hole here. Okay. I thought Aircraft 7 was the one we were changing. Managed vehicle. Yes. That was the one. The one that did a fly around. Well, we'll keep you selected. Go and claim that runway. I don't think you are you? Or is that you there? Aircraft 1, no. These are bullying the Aircraft 7 out of it, the newer ones. Well, they're much quicker, aren't they? Much better acceleration. Although he's doing 160 odd. Is that the right one? Aircraft 7, you should be. What are you? Details. Yeah, you're the right one. Lockheed Super Constellation. Are you going to claim that runway? I can see the other one down there, so we should see him come through. Although, we could get that changed now. Right, let's go and do that. Let's go and lower this. We've got 989 million. And we're about to spend a fortune. Well, actually, it's not far off, is it? That's not how you fly a plane. Ideally. We shouldn't need to go too far down here. I would prefer they didn't fly into the trees. Let's get you leveled out and see how far we've got to go. Probably going to need it a bit lower than that, aren't we? Because it's coming down at that angle. So we'll get you a bit lower as well. And over there. I feel like the wing's going to cut through there as well. Get that down along there with more of a face to it. There we go. That's got to be it. Surely. Surely that's enough. Right, we'll hit play. Are you going to miss everything? You come down quite steep. Ooh, that's a bit close, isn't it? Right there. Get that gone. Right, now I think you're good. There we go. We'll leave the other one then, because this guy is probably going to do another fly around, to be fair. He comes this way. Our new ones come through here. That's going to keep changing. I guess we could have done it so we landed here, but then I've got no idea how they take off. Although they do go up quite steep, don't they? So maybe we could flip it. 994 million. Come on. 6 million. We just need one of our big, well, one of our planes or one of our big freight trains to drop off. Before payday. Oh, no. There was payday. Come on. Are you landed? You're another... Goodness me. Bullies. They're not letting him land at all. It's because they're so quick. That's got to be him. Aircraft 7. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Claim it. Come on, because you're going to be going off the runway soon. No, you're kidding me. I couldn't pause him. Last time I messed around with pausing these, they crashed. Or the game crashed, so I'm leaving them alone. You're gonna fly off, aren't you? Yep, there you go. It's never happening. Do I just change this and accept it? Oh, I don't really want to. Because let's go and take a look. We'll keep that open. Right. Pin you. Let's go and take a look at... Where are you? Our plastics factory. You're on the brink of going down a level. I don't want to see that, really. Ooh, tough. Although, we've got to hit 175 production here, and it might start pushing that up. Suppliers. No, we want... Yes, suppliers. We want to see this number. We're up to 77%. That should be enough. We need 75% on the transport number. So, yes, we might finally see a bit of breathing space again. Or a possible upgrade. And then it'll be a bit touch and go whether we stay up on... what would that be? Level 3? Yeah. That would be nice, though, wouldn't it? If we're up here, because it doesn't really matter if we flip between these two. How are we doing? How are we doing all the way over here? Are you going to get let in? No, go away. Go away. Aircraft 2, don't you dare. We've got a chance. No, there's another aircraft on the runway. Take it. Claim it. Again, I don't know whether we can... Oh, you're doing a fly around. This is beautiful. Are you? I think you're preparing to land, aren't you? I mean, this hillside isn't designed for this to come in at this angle, so it might be a bit close. No, well, that's very close, isn't it? You can't get any closer than that. You've literally crashed into the trees. But Aircraft 7 has finally got clearance to land. There we go. Nice view there. Touchdown, finally. I'm surprised you got any fuel left. You might have been a bit worried then. Now all we need to do is change you over. And that's them all done. 1 billion, guys. I just saw it. I was concentrating on this. Forgot to look down here. We did it. 1962. We achieved 1 billion. I don't know when it would have been if we were playing it on full speed. We are currently playing on half speed. But we didn't change it to half speed until, what, a couple of episodes ago? Not long ago. Recently. So, we're going to need to give these a bit of time to sort themselves out. Are you gonna land? He just took off. Hey, that was impressive. Nerves of steel on that pilot. Right then, our final aircraft changeover, and I do think we're going to keep these for a little while. We're staying above 1 billion at the moment. We were worth more than 1 billion a long time ago, but we didn't have it in the bank, did we? Okay, drop off your goods. There we go. Oh, well, almost. And we'll change you over to our last aircraft. We'll let them settle down, and then we'll keep an eye on it. Still got 1 billion in the bank. Lovely. Away goes. Away goes. These are mightily impressive engines, aren't they? Goodness me. And yes, you're coming in. You're coming in. We did the what you call it there, the hill terraforming. Okay. Over to Henley then. We're going to change this. I've just had a horrible thought. I haven't changed the texture for the high-speed rail. Yes, well, I won't do it now because it will take a while to hunt it down and stuff. But we're going to get bizarre-looking, old, dirty, high-speed rail tracks. Not the default ones. So if you're wondering why mine looks different, it's something I've done that's not a mod. I want to tidy it up a little bit first. How is that doing anyway? Are you just... You're busy? Our express is still busy-ish. It'll be interesting to see what we do when we change the track. What we need to do is take a look. Where's the express? Henley Express. There we go. It is Aylsham, isn't it? Yeah, Henley to Aylsham. We've got a rate of 155 and a frequency of 12 minutes 33. I'll try and remember that. But we're going to see what that does. And of course, what we're going to do, config, we want that one, manage vehicles. No, that's the line. Actually, before we do anything, I do want to manage the line. We have a strange stop here. Yeah, we got 30-second wait there. I do not want that. That's probably messed up our timings. No, it'll be fine because I want it on Aylsham, so that shouldn't change the timings at all. There we go. Lovely. Right, I wanted to swap them around. We only want those on the end stations. That should be fine, and it shouldn't change the rate. 115. It's saying 17 minutes now? Oh, I don't know what happened there. 16 minutes. Surely changing that didn't affect it that much. All we did is move the 30-second pause. Here it comes now, anyway. It might update once this comes in. We'll keep an eye on it. I would like it in here anyway. So as soon as he turns around, looking a bit dirty, as soon as he turns around and leaves, which he should have the 30-second wait, we'll update it. We need some weights on the transfers for the commuter as well. One thing you need to do to keep it desirable when you run express and commuters is have the express be quicker. That's one thing. So you purposely slow down your commuter line so that it is an option, but it's not the best option to get to, say, Prince's Risborough. Even though you can from here, you want it more desirable to go via here. So we've got a lot of changes ahead of us. We're going to do it. We're going to electrify the main line, which means this is no longer going to join. So for the tunnel, I would like to have this a big old track for the tunnel, like we've got over at Prince's Risborough on the way to Aylsham. I almost said Henley. We don't want electrification. We're going to keep this one steam for now. Even though from a money standpoint, you would want them both to be the new one. Oh, that couldn't have been done any more perfectly. There we go. Lovely. It's almost like it was planned from the get-go. Actually, it was. Right, now we need to change over here so that this becomes the slow line again. So what we'll do is we'll delete that back up to the bridge. It's going to complain until we're finished, and hopefully it should stay at a decent speed. There we go. Yeah, in fact, it's taken out the curve a little bit, hasn't it? Kind of beautiful. Now we're going to go electrified. As you can see there, I've got the worn aged tracks here. It was for the Scottish map. I was toying with it, which will be returning. When, I'm not sure just yet. But now we're going to quad track this. We will get back to Scotland, I promise. There we go. I'll go ahead and quad track this all the way up to there, and then we'll come back. There we go. We are fully quad tracked. You'll see I have a mod installed that changes the embankments now. So when we upgrade the track, it does it like this, and then it's up to you to do a little bit of terraforming on that. So what I'll do is I'll go around between episodes and tidy that up. So there's a lot of terraforming to do there. Still got $1 billion in the bank though. Won't have possibly when I'm done with this. What I like to do is give it a little bit of breathing space either side, then smooth it off. But yes, I'll go around and do that. We will be taking a ride on this then, won't we, at the end on our new train. Leave that alone. It's lovely though, because it's up to you how you want to do your embankments. I think that's about as good as the embankments get with the mod. You have to change it. In fact, have I ever showed you how you change it? I'm going to, you will see all my lovely saves. There we go. There's the two mods you can grab from the workshop. Here's all my changes I make after detailing. We'll go to select options. So we bring up the mods here. And it's this realistic railway slopes. some mods have lovely little options that you can change. And the embankment slope, you shove that up to 1.5 to get the same. If you don't want it like that and want smoother embankments, then you drop that down. You can also change how much it affects. You can read all that. There we go. So yes, wonderful. This is wonderful. You don't need any external mods to change the mod settings. And we've got max train slope here that we could up a little bit. But yes, you can do that and change the way the mod works. Onwards, we now head that way. We're going to have this massive bridge, and I'm hoping the aircraft land over the top of us and just miss us. So we're heading out that way. We're going to keep it nice and flat. I'll try and keep it 186. I'm not sure we've got any trains that will actually maintain that speed or even get up to it, but we'll give it a go anyway. I'm going to try and go close to the edge of the map. I want it as a last piece of scenery over here. Getting the angle is going to be key. That's heading off a little bit, isn't it? Let's go somewhere like that. We kind of scoot in a bit there, don't we? Yeah, this is going to be the tricky part. I don't have my protractor mod installed, which would make this a little bit easier, as you could align it with the edge of the map. But I think that's good. I think that's good. We're heading straight. We'll head a little further. There we go. We'll make that a nice embankment. That's the outside track. And then we're going straight across here. And snap straight. That should be perfectly straight. This is not the bridge we're having. What we're going to have is a little bit of a... oh, there we go. Suspension bridge going on. Just something for the edge of the map. It's a monster, isn't it? Oh, we're in our field. There we go. Unfortunately, it does slow our trains down to 112 miles an hour. Still an express line, and I'm happy with that. There we go. We've got our big old bridge in there, big old suspension bridge. It looks marvelous. Excessive, absolutely. Ooh, it lags a bit when that's happening. This is going to be perfect too. It looks like we do just miss our trains here. We're going to stay flat coming out here and on an embankment as well, because we've got to eventually head up. All of this will be tidied up. And there we go. I can't hit play yet to see where that goes. I think he'll miss it by quite a way. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now, we're going to drift out slightly so that when we do our new connection into Prince's Risborough here, we've got a nice gentle curve up here. In fact, we could start working on this from here. I would like to delete this back though. Yes, I'm going to delete this all back. And we'll merge it back in or possibly do something with it, because I really want to get this the perfect slope, and we want to go with the inside line, don't we? Yeah, it wants to be the perfect curve and the perfect slope. So this is going to go round till I see it hit 886 miles an hour, just in case we want to try and get trains doing that sort of speed. We're going to have to start heading down now, because we've got to get down quite a way. I'm probably going to go 2 ticks down. That isn't going to miss our plantation there, so we're going to have to, I guess, go a little tighter here, because we should be slowing down for the station anyway, shouldn't we? Yes, good point, Grand. So if we slow that down to, say, 110, I like 110. That should be fine, shouldn't it? We should be way under that by the time we hit the platform edge. I'm hoping anyway. Otherwise, that's a bit scary. Okay, so then we head down from here at 100. Well, we could get faster when need be. If we go 125, will that miss everything? I think it will. 125, and we'll start heading down a couple, because we really got to get down over here. Oh, then we can go 186 from here, I think. Can we? I think so. We're not going to make any bridges. Do we need to continue going down? I think we do for a little bit. What height do we need over here? We need... I was going to say 113 meters. No, drop the 100. 13 meters, and we're at 33. So yes, we're going to continue our way down here until we hit 13. It's going to be a bit of a climb, but I think they're going to manage it. We're still heading down. Viaduct would be nice, but we're going to go with some terrain here and just be on an embankment. I think we've got it about spot on. We don't need to curve out at all here, do we? Get you like that. There, 13. So if we straighten out there, and then we just go straight and flat from this point. Oh, it's still gone down a little bit. That's fine. We're at the right point. If we just knock that back, we can let the game sort it out. Now we know we shouldn't need to do anything there at all. So that was the inside track, wasn't it? If we go up to there, 186, you do a nice little gentle curve there. You stay 186 all the way up. And there's not much of an embankment at all. In fact, a lot of that can just be smoothed out. And we're down a little bit here, in fact. That's interesting. We might be able to do something with that. And then we've got the outside track coming in, which should be a little quicker. So we don't have to worry about the speed there. And eventually it's going to be maximum high speed. What are we calling this? High speed 1, I guess. There's a sore subject. HS2. Anyway, that's not what this is about today. Let's continue this all the way up to the bridge. Then we've got our express connection, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. With the old line, currently, we're just going to leave it there going up the hill and end unceremoniously here, which probably would happen because our freight has to connect in down here somewhere. So we might either go over the top of this, which would make a little bit of sense. We could go up and over and then down and into there, and then we can figure out how we're connecting this. We might even just connect into the express line. Right, there we go, guys. A new express line, and that looks like it's going to miss it. Let's do a little bit of official episode. It's relaxing. Giant brush, circle. There we go. Doesn't take long. That reminds me, I was reading the actual documentation for Transport Fever 2. There is some. It's a wiki on their official website. And I always thought it was a memory leak that if you hold down and keep terraforming, it gets slower and slower. Well, this is something I didn't know. But if you're smoothing and you continue to hold down, if you press escape, it undoes everything. It's got an undo function. Providing you're holding the mouse down and terraforming, and then you hit escape. So while you're doing all of this, it's remembering what was before it and then hitting escape, reverts it, and that includes anything you've already done before. So if we do a little bit here and hit escape, it goes to what it was at the point you started. I thought that was neat. So yes, bear that in mind when you're smoothing your track. If you make a mistake, rather than spend a fortune, you can just hit escape, cancel what you've done, which is absolutely marvelous and something I need to remember. I almost forgot just then. But yes, so when you're happy with a piece, let go, just like you would when you're doing some artwork or something in a paint package. Every bit you're happy with, commit it as an undo step. For this, you're committing it permanently, as there's not multiple undos, but there is a single one at least to cancel any work you're doing. There we go. That's actually not much of a... It's not, is it? It's not an embankment. The ground's just all bumpy and wobbly. So that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, there we go. I've got a lot of weeding to do, guys. I think I clicked something on there. Got a lot of weeding to do, but that's a pleasant high-speed track. Not much of a grade change going on until we're getting up to Prince's Risborough there, and on the return journey we get up to speed much quicker. So that's fantastic. Right, we're going to get The rest of this just needs upgrading, doesn't it? Yeah, that's it. So we can get our tools here. Or, this might be easier. We'll go electrified. We'll use this one. Otherwise, we've got to do both high speed and electrification separately. Instead, we can use the magic wand. Not here, but for the rest of the track. At the stations, we'll do the double tool. Let's get you all upgraded. We may have to change the positioning of our signals. Technically, it doesn't affect us, but if we pretend the drivers actually want to see the signalling, it'll look a little more realistic. Instead of hiding it behind catenary poles everywhere. Masts. Right. There we go. I think we're good. We might as well do the end of that. Why not? I think that's looking good. Yeah, see what I mean here? It's a little bit obscured, isn't it? Well, actually, it's not too bad just there because we're coming around the corner, so you'd always see it. But I kind of prefer to have them somewhere like that. There we go. Yeah, and then they're really visible, aren't they? There goes our other express. Oh, that's absolutely marvellous. This one's just pulling out of here. Isn't our other one just pulling out of... Yeah, just pulling out of Henley, not Harley. Well, there you go. Let's finish off the electrification, otherwise we'll have problems. Tracks will get you all upgraded and updated as well. A bit laggy. We won't do the all the crossovers just yet. We don't need them at the moment. We've got to make sure though that the entire route is electrified. High speed, not so much, but as long as it is electrified, we won't have any issues when changing over our train. We're going to switch to tools here. Electrifying the station. Change it to high speed track. That should be that done. New train time, and I should save it, shouldn't I? Right, I'm a little unsure. I just want to double check. No, it's fine. We're under 1 billion. It doesn't matter. We passed it, but we needed. Eventually, we're going to have ridiculous amounts of money. Shall we get us a couple of new trains on here? We're going with an electric loco this time, and it's going to be the 87 mile an hour series 1042. There we go. Power 4,487 brake horsepower. Tractive effort a lot. Loading speed, I don't know. Is that how quickly the drivers change? Well, you change it in real time. And passenger wagons, we've got these 87 miles per hour, capacity of 21, loading speed times 2 because it's got 2 doors. Times 2 per carriage that you've got, as people would be leaving the doors. That didn't used to be the case in Transport Fever until later on in one of the updates. But this is great. So how do you compare to your steamy boyfriend, the Mallard? 90. Oh, you're just better. You're going to be much better on the emissions, I would imagine, as well. 70. Only just. You might be a fairly loud loco. Right, anyway. Enough waffling. We are going to stick on. I guess we don't need 168 when we're changing to start with, because that's just too much. We put a few too many, or we put an extra carriage on because we'd fallen behind with our new line. So if we go back down to about 100, there we go, 147, around 150, I think that'll do us. It'll also allow us to be a little nippier off the mark, and it's going to cost us to replace both 36 million. We're going to keep the colour the same. We may change the colour later on and have them purple again, but it'd be nice to see them, wouldn't it? Oh, no path electric. Where? This is electrified. Oh, I haven't done this. I didn't do the electrics. That was me. I did that. Now I've lost all my changes. It's all right. I bet I've not done this one, have I? No, you haven't even upgraded this one at all. Okay, let's get this one done. Yes. There we go. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, would it? High speed as well. Beautiful. Now we should be able to change them. That was rather fortunate, otherwise it might have half changed them. Right, magic of editing. I'll get that vehicle set up again. Right, there we go. We've got our trains back on. Have I? Ooh, no. I was going to say I've changed it to 126. Let's leave it at 147 capacity, and then we'll see. Will you change over? There we go. And we can take a ride on it. I guess coming out this way would be nice, wouldn't it? We might get to go over the bridge then. But there she goes. A lot quicker now. We do 87 miles an hour instead of 75, and we're not restricted by the track, as we have our first piece of high-speed and electrified track for passengers. Away she goes. We'll have to see what that does for the scores on the doors. 14 minutes 29. Now that did say close to 17 minutes. But the rate is saying 124 because we've actually got less room on that train. 147. There's 74 on there at the moment. But all that is based on our previous layout. So there we go. Guys, unexpected upgrade and high speed 1. That is high speed 1 because it's our only high speed line and route to the other side of the map. We're pretty much doing one edge to the other, aren't we? Just here. It will be connecting to Hyde and Worthing. No, not Hyde. We bypass Hyde, but we will be connected to Worthing, which is where we then turn around and head all the way back. And we'll have 2 gigantic loops, high speed 1 and 2. One going anti-clockwise, one going clockwise. There we go. Making our way over the bridge. I was going to say downtown, completely different. And what are we doing? We up to speed? Already up to speed. That's our fastest train, I believe, on the map now. Yeah, we're still limited via our freight wagons for our cargo freight trains. How can you say limited by your freight wagons and then forget that it's a freight train? We've got no signalling on here whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. We have some up the other end. I'll put a couple of signals in here. They all need changing anyway. One there, one there. There we go. There's a couple of signals. I'll go around and I'll block it in places. It's not really required at the moment. Our trains should be not travelling in the same direction ever as they were. So shall we get on board and then we'll see how this does. We'll get to go over the bridge. We will get to go over the bridge. Right, I'll save it again one final time and then we'll get on board. Alright guys, we're on board our brand new electric passenger train. It's beautiful. It's our fastest train currently at 87 miles an hour, not our fastest vehicle. That would be the aircraft we can keep seeing. Can we get to the bridge? Yes, we can. We can. It's rapidly approaching. Maybe we can time it right so that an aircraft lands as we're going under it. I've just seen one landing up there. Oh, that's a shame. It's fine. I've got lots of weeding to do, haven't I? Hope you enjoyed that one. Bit of maintenance on our aircraft and a brand new express line. Finally, we've gone away from the local line, and they are quite a bit slower now, aren't they? Well, it's not too much, is it? It's like, what is it, 12 mile an hour difference? It's not enough yet. As we get faster trains and passenger carriages, that will change. Yes, this will become more and more desirable, but we'll try and make it work by limiting our local line. There we go. I'll leave you to go over the bridge, guys. And until next time, take care.